Is that the right size? This is actually the incorrect way to do this. Oh, this is gonna be fun. It uses brake fluid faster than it uses gas. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we got the old farm truck back in the shed. I gotta do a little bit of maintenance to it. I started a tune-up on it yesterday. It started kind of running like crap. I don't know if I've ever explained why I have this truck, but this truck I bought on, I guess it was an auction. It was our local FS. They were getting rid of some trucks and they opened it up to employees only, but nobody wanted this truck, and my brother-in-law worked there at the time, so they said it was okay if he put a bid on it for me. So I bought this old girl for 750 bucks. And basically all I wanted it for was an extra truck. Sometimes we've got our, our main trucks tied up with seed tenders and tanks and stuff. I wanted something I could put a fuel tank in, and I wanted something I could put my toolbox in. So bought this thing, don't have much invested. It's even got a DMI bumper on it. So it didn't have a tailgate. I got a free tailgate for it. Doesn't match, but I don't really care. So we're gonna fix this thing up a little bit. So now that it's steaming hot, it'll be a good time to change spark plugs on it. So yesterday what I did was, I guess I should back up a little bit. So I decided I want to give this truck a tune-up because it just seemed kind of doggish. It didn't have a whole lot of power. So I ordered new plugs, wires, distributor cap and rotor, and fuel filter for it, and air filter. And I went to Louisville to the farm show, came back, and we had a snowstorm up here while I was gone, and this truck was pointed into the wind, and the engine compartment was full of snow when I got back, and it did not run well at all. It sounded like it was running on 3, maybe 4 cylinders. So I started with the distributor cap yesterday, got that switched out, somehow got my plugs messed up, or got the wires messed up, had them on the wrong spots on the distributor. Took a little while to figure that out, but we got it running. It runs much better. It's still kind of laggy. I'm thinking it's a fuel filter issue mainly, but I also got plugs and wires. So that's what we're gonna start on. I'm gonna try and burn my hands off on the exhaust manifold. There was something else I was gonna tell you guys, but I can't quite remember what it is. I'll think of it. Let's get this air breather out of here. I don't know why they make these bolts so long. Take forever to get off of here. As my grandpa would say, they're long-winded. So this truck is a 95, so it's throttle body injection. Good running truck. I mean, it runs fine. It's just doesn't have a whole lot of power, so which these trucks never really did have a lot of power. But like I said, changed the distributor cap and rotor yesterday, and I marked on there which one is #1 cylinder, just in case I get messed up and can't figure out which wire needs to go where. So the other thing I was thinking after the fact, I think I might replace the ignition coil and the idle air control thing, which is this right here. It doesn't idle super smooth, so I think that might help it out. Might have some vacuum leaks. This hose here looks kind of nasty, but it's a work in progress. So let's get going here. Let me grab my parts out of the cab. So I buy a lot of stuff off rockauto.com. They have literally everything there. So we got plug wires, plugs, fuel filter, air filter, which I already changed. I like how they always send a cool magnet with classic car on it. I've got about 10 of these on my cabinet at home. I'm gonna stick this in the cab so I don't forget it. Reading online, everybody said run genuine AC Delco parts for ignition. So I got AC Delco plugs, AC Delco wires. I don't know if it makes any difference, but it seemed like that was the consensus. Got all the plug wires laid out here. I think what I'm gonna do is, so I don't get confused, I'm gonna pop one plug wire off the plug, change the plug, then pull the wire off, match it up with the new wire, and put it back together, and just do one at a time that way, because I don't even know what happened yesterday. I somehow got confused and had 2 wires off, and then I didn't know where they went, and then I started over, and then we ended up being off by 1 and the truck wouldn't run, so we figured it out. Anyways, let's get going here. That's enough talking. Start here at number 1, I suppose. I don't have a spark plug socket, so hopefully I don't ruin these. Is that the right size? Alright, so here's take 2 of me trying to get the spark plug out because I had a brain fart and I was using the wrong size socket. So, we're going to try this again. Why can't I get the plug wire off? Let's get this out of the way so I don't break that cable off. The wire, I mean, for the oil pressure sender unit. I think that's what that is. Or coolant temp, I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh wow, that works a lot better. It's amazing. They actually don't look too bad. That one anyway. Alright, we'll grab a new plug. Box within a box, perfect. Awesome. Is that hot? Oh. They look a little bit different, but do they have the same number? Oh, this is number 1, AC Delco 1. And this is AC Delco CR43TS. Sure. Now we'll go ahead and stick this new one in. There's no way I'm gonna escape without burning my hand today. Alright, get in there. Oh, wrong way. Torqued. Alright, now we can pop the plug wire off. And it should be number 1. We'll go look over here. Now we'll match it up with the same length one. That one looks right. Looking in here, the old ends, the connectors, they don't look too bad. Might be wasting my money here, but might as well do all of it. I'm gonna get up in here where it's easier. Try not to burn my hand. Could put my gloves on, but that would make too much sense. How do I want to route this? I'll just connect it for now. Then come over here and let's see. Go down like this. Back here. Sure. Now there is a little holder. Am I on the right side of that? Yes, I am. Get back in there. Go in the clip and connect it. Don't burn my finger. I need a glove. It's down there. Yep, there it is. That'll work, I suppose. There's one done. Now we just rinse and repeat. I got this side of the engine done. Let's move over to this side. I didn't even realize it till just now, but the engine sit a little bit over to, that would be the right hand side. I'm sure that's common knowledge, but if you look at where the bow tie is right here and where the throttle body is, it's just over a little bit. So it's actually a lot easier to reach this side. I did not know that. Now I do. So a little bit of history on this truck. Like I said, it came from FS, and I worked for FS in 2015 one spring. It was before, oh man, I can't get a socket on there. We're gonna have to regroup on that one. Anyways, I worked for FS in 2015, and this truck was sitting out by the road. I don't know if it was actually for sale then or it just didn't run, but it needed head gaskets. I guess this truck was overheating on them, so it sat at least since 2015, and I'm pretty sure it sat longer than that. But anyways, Why is that so tight? Yeah, there we go. So, before they put it on this auction, they must have decided that they should put head gaskets in it. So this truck has brand new head gaskets and it doesn't overheat anymore. So that was one of the reasons why I wasn't too afraid of buying it. Now I did notice yesterday that the head gasket on that side is leaking on the front corner, which it's leaking out and not in, which is a good thing, I guess. Ooh. Not bad. But I was thinking about throwing some stop leak in the antifreeze, and I don't know, maybe that'll fix it. Can't hurt anything. It is actually low on antifreeze right now, but it's colder out, so it's not getting hot. And I don't have any antifreeze with me, so that'll be another day's project. Always check your spark plug gap. That one looks fine. Get in there. Torqued. Now let's pop this wire off. Which one are you? Are you that one? Nope. This one? Nope. This one? There we go. This looks like the right length one. Where do I want to go? Back through here. Sure. Right there. This side of the dipstick tube, that looks fine. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to go on the other side of the dipstick tube. Well, come on. There we go. That's better. I like that much better. All right, 3 left. Man, I just can't remember what I was going to tell you guys. Why is it escaping me? What was it? All right, so minor situation. Can't get a socket on that front plug because of this heat shield. So I took my fancy hammer and I was trying to just persuade that over a little bit. Well, I ended up getting a little too close and I snapped the top of the spark plug off, and it's laying down in there somewhere. So hopefully I can get, where did it go? Hopefully I can get this on what's left of the spark plug, because it just broke the porcelain off. Actually, yeah, I got it on there. Hopefully I can get the new one in there and get it tightened up. I guess we'll find out. Oh, this is dangerous without gloves on. Let's put the gloves on to be safe. Turn this a little bit so you can see my pretty face. Ah, there we go. All right. Disaster avoided. Now I just gotta somehow get the new plug in there and get it tightened up, because I can't get a wrench on it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Need a longer extension, I know that. Last one. Let's see if we can't screw this up. So I think these plugs are a little bit shorter. The new ones? No, they're about the same size. Never mind. I lied. What do I need now? This? Maybe I should do some hammering before I put that in. This is actually the incorrect way to do this, but it works. All right, did that give me enough room to get in there? Perfect. Well, maybe? No. It's cross-threaded. Did it start? Man, exhaust manifold is still 1,000,000 degrees. Well, it's started. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the socket on to finish off the job. So we might be running with a finger-tight spark plug for a while until it blows out of there. Can I get on it now? Oh, perfect. There we go. I never doubted it for a second. Awesome. That was easy. And now the easy one. The only one that you can't really screw up. See, which way do I want to go? This way looks good. And then we'll just loop it around right on the coil. Perfect. Should we see if it runs before I tie up all the wires? I think that's a good idea. I'm not an expert at reading plugs. What do you guys think? My spidey sense is telling me it's running a little lean, but I think that could be because of the fuel filter. I think I'm going to take these old plug wires and just put them in the new box and throw them up on the shelf. You never know when you need one. We'll deal with that later though. So I kept hearing of one single goose and I couldn't figure out where it was at. It's my boot making a squeaking noise. Got the plug wires all tied up so they don't get burnt by the exhaust manifold. Next project, fuel filter. I always try to run Wix filters as much as I can. They seem to have a pretty good reputation, so let's get under here, see if we can't get covered in gas at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. All right, so conveniently, there's water dripping right where I need to be, so that's nice. And also, the new filter, the 3/4 wrench is too big. I mean, wait, 3/4 is too small, 13/16 is too big, 19 is too small, 21 is too big, so surely it's not a 20 millimeter. Do they even make a 20 millimeter wrench? We don't even have one. Anyways, where are you at? Oh, it's up there. At least I'm getting away from the drip. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Car lift would be nice. That would also help. Gonna need some 11/16 or 5/8 probably. I'm sorry you guys have to look at me without a hat on. I don't have much hair. Ugh, safety glasses. Those would be handy. How do I get on here? Well, that was like finger tight. Is that part of my issue? They sure make this real easy to get to. What else do I need to do? See if this one's just finger tight. Is that, what? Is that a smaller size? Yeah, it is. 5/8. Let's try that one. 5/8 is too small. You gotta be kidding me. Now I need the other wrench to hold the filter. Should be this one. I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Let's try it this way. Ah! Almost got a wrench in my face. That one definitely was not finger tight. Alright, I'm gonna regroup and get back to you guys. Alright, got the old filter out of there. Not exactly sure how I did it, but it's out of there. I think what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take this used water bottle, stick it up over the supply side of the line, and turn the key on and let the pump run just a little bit. As long as this truck has been sitting, I'm guessing that the tank is not in super great shape. I've been running fuel injector cleaner in it and that seems to help, but maybe if there's some junk in the line, it'll get it out here before it shoves it into the new filter. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. We're just gonna see what happens. Can I even do that? That'll work. Oh, I got my hat all dirty. Bottle's full. All right, so it actually doesn't look too bad. And gas is expensive, so I'm gonna pour that back in the tank. It's probably what, like 50 cents here? Well, that was not a fun job, but it's over now, so let's see if this thing runs. Let it build pressure. Here's some air in the lines. Still runs. I remember what I was gonna tell you now. We got a new combine. So yeah, this job's done. Just gotta put my air breather back on. I also have a couple other things I need to do to it. So I only have one brake that works, left front. something is, there's a line blown out somewhere, and it uses brake fluid faster than it uses gas, it seems like. I'm not gonna tackle that today. I also got a new radio for it. When I bought this thing, the radio was ripped out of it. I'm assuming they put it in another truck. And I bought the cheapest radio I could find on eBay, and I didn't realize that it's only FM. And I'm like an old man, and I like to listen to AM radio. So I did what I probably shouldn't have done, and I bought the cheapest radio from Walmart, but it has FM radio. I mean, it has FM and AM, and it also came with 4 speakers, and it was 20 bucks. So basically it was a deal that I couldn't pass up. So I gotta do some brake work to this thing and put a radio in it. I'm not gonna tackle that today. What about this combine? So yeah, Dad and I went to an auction a couple weeks ago, and we picked up this bad boy. It's a 2012 John Deere S670. It's a pretty sweet machine. A lot of guys say that they're afraid of the 2012 model years. There were some issues with them when they first came out, but the guy who works on our current combine, the 9670, he also did a lot of the work to this machine, and he said that guy took care of his stuff. And you could tell at the auction, he was retiring, you could tell his stuff was just immaculate. This thing's in really good shape. It's got 1,800 separator hours, so it's getting up there, but it's about 500 less than our current machine. It's got a lot of options on it. So it's got big rear tires with a Mud Hog rear wheel drive. After last fall, you'll know that we don't want any more 2-wheel drive combines. Gotta have rear wheel drive. Last fall was kind of a disaster. As you saw, we put rear wheel drive on this combine. It also has this PowerCast tailboard. That is these fins that spin, and you can change the speed of them. That way, like when you're cutting beans, you can spread your straw as wide as your header, and that helps with organic matter in the soil. That way it stays spread evenly. ProDrive transmission, I'm not exactly sure how that works. I just know a lot of people like it. And wow, wind's picking up. With that ProDrive transmission, you get the 5-speed feeder house, and I believe that's just a better drive system. To run the head, yeah, we weren't really planning on buying a new combine, but basically this thing was too good of a deal to pass up. And it was, like I said, very well taken care of combine. I'm pretty excited about it. For now, we're gonna run our same heads, our 8-row corn head, 635 bean head, although we're thinking about looking for a draper, buying a draper. Not sure what we're doing on that yet, but we got a new combine. If anyone's interested in a really nice 9670 with rear wheel drive, hit me up. My email's in the description. This one is for sale. We'll make you a good deal on it. That's gonna do it for this episode of West Junk. Tune in next time when we tear something else apart on this thing that needs fixing. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.